Hey YouTube.
Today we're going to be dipping some different things. We got
different. Got grizzly straight. I can scoot up and roll closer. You guys can see that.
Alright, and today we've already done a review on this, but I'm going to go ahead and review it again.
Yeah, it was
Skoal Classic.
My judgment was a little messed up. But the Grizzly Snuff Company, which now it's owned by American Snuff, but it used to be just Grizzly themselves, and it came out in what, 1930?
No, 1782.
1782.
I don't know. Maybe that was just the
first flavor,
first recipe kind of deal.
I don't know. But anyway, Snuff Company, American Snuff Company's been around since 1900, so.
Skoal's been around since 1934. It's made by
American Snuff Company.
Is it American?
I don't know.
It doesn't really say here.
Oh well.
U.S. smokeless tobacco, which is the same thing that makes Copenhagen. This is a long cut, by the way.
Oh, so is this.
Long cut, yeah.
Oh, you've been dipping the hell out of it. Was that all the other video I did?
Not dry.
Just trying to dry out. I'll have to dip it though. Maybe with me should be done by midnight. The Grizzly, it's straight. I think it, and even Mason thinks it a little bit.
Yeah, I had some of this a little bit ago.
Even Mason thinks it kind of tastes like, or smells like root beer. Yeah, a little bit it does, but it's not like straight up root beer smell.
Yeah.
Like, maybe just a hint. Like if you...
I was reading online and
the root beer candies.
on the Wiki, or what is it, Wikipedia?
Just not...
No, it said something about Grizzly straight having like a cinnamon, like light hints of cinnamon flavor. No.
I don't really taste that, but maybe a little bit.
I think it's like a kind of like a dip, but kind of supposed to taste a little bit like a chew.
A little bit chewish. It's it actually kind of smells like molasses too.
Molasses. If you haven't had straight, it's pretty good stuff.
It's pretty good. You smell it again?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. If you smell it, you can kind of smell a little bit of a cinnamon.
Yeah. Just a little though, not like too much.
Yeah, the Skoal Classic, I think, Skoal Classic came out in the 80s. I'm not sure when. I just know it was sometime between 83 and sometime between 87, because that's the earliest thing I see. And I know that didn't make it before 83, but so it came out then. And what I think it was, they probably made it because back then the only thing Copenhagen made until 97 was the fine cut snuff. And I think they made this as pretty much the same thing, just a long cut, before Copenhagen actually came out with long cut in 1997.
Grizzly, like we usually compare dates and all that, Grizzly does not come with a date on the can. They usually come with one of them fancy stickers. And the sticker has a promotional code or something, I don't know. I stuck it in the closet.
It's a couple days old, a couple days past the date, but it's still pretty good actually.
But Grizzly really doesn't go bad. I mean, it doesn't. One of my friends told me that he went away for basic, and he had a couple cans of Grizzly sitting in his dresser, and he came back, and they were perfectly fine.
They look like they got pretty tight lids.
Yeah, you gotta fight it kind of to get it off. You don't know the trick. Yeah. But and it's got that nice snap to it too. It's a great noise.
Yeah, it's the Skoal Classic's really good. It's to me, it's tastes a little bit like Copenhagen long cut, Copenhagen fine cut, just the Copenhagen original. But it's not as strong. I think that's what it is. Like you can smell it.
It's more of a subtle.
Yeah.
It's not quite as...
It's pretty good. It's really good.
It doesn't punch you in the mouth quite as hard.
Yeah, it's not... It's the Copenhagen smell if you really get in there, but
Yeah, it's like a mix between Copenhagen Original and Red Seal Natural, which I meant to pick up, but I got Grizzly instead. I don't know. We might do some Red Seals next week. Something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's I really like it. I mean the Skoal long cut stuff like this, the regular stuff, like the flavored stuff, it's all like $4 something a can. So you might as well just go ahead and get Copenhagen Original. I mean, Copenhagen Original is a little bit better than this.
Yeah.
But this is still pretty good. I mean, it's not like
Grizzly. I think I paid $2.72 because I got 3 pennies back. I paid with quarters, so I know I'm cheap. Yeah, it's not expensive at all. It tastes real good. Good sweet flavor. It'll last forever. I had like a 2-hour welding class, and I had one in for the whole class. And actually, I just took it out before the video, and it still had some flavor in it. So
I think I kind of got duped on this can. I didn't get duped, but I mean it. I bought this about a week and a half ago. Yeah, about a week and a half ago, and it's already past the date, February 26th, and I probably bought it about February 15th, 16th, something like that.
They probably just had it sitting on the shelf. I don't know many people that would buy it.
Yeah, I'd say not too many people.
Like
I just seen it, so I got it, because I never see it.
The demand for it's not quite as high as the supply.
Yeah.
What are we doing on time?
We still got 3 minutes.
Alright.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a Copenhagen Original flavor, just a tad bit sweeter and not as strong as the Copenhagen Original.
Did Lindsay cut your hair?
Yeah.
She missed some.
Did she? Yeah, right there.
No, like right there.
Right there.
There's some more ones. And on the other side.
Nah, take care of that later. Yeah, it's not too bad. Like if I got a fresh can of it, if I had seen a fresh can of it, I might change it up and just dip that sometimes. But I like my Copenhagen too, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna rate this one, and I'm gonna give it out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. And the taste and flavor wise, it's great. It's really good. It just, for me though, when you're paying the same prices for, you could get a can of Copenhagen Long Cut or Copenhagen Snuff, you might as well just go ahead and get that and get,
Get the higher quality, get the best you can.
Yeah, because you're about paying the same thing as you're going to pay for this for that. So you might, instead of, I wouldn't say knockoff because it's made by the same company, but pretty much the same kind of deal that they're trying to get with this. You might as well just go ahead and
basically Skoal's version of Coke.
Unless you tried Copenhagen and you kind of like a natural kind of flavor, but you don't like Copenhagen, then I'd say you might want to try this. This is just a little bit more mild kind of flavor, more mild than Copenhagen. Copenhagen's pretty strong.
I'm gonna rate the Grizzly probably about, I'll say 8.5 out of 10. It's
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Actually, at first I didn't think I was gonna like. At first when I put it in, I'm like, I don't know if I like this so much. After I had it in, it was pretty good. I think actually that's better than the Copenhagen Straight.
Yeah. It just seems to be a little sweeter.
I think it's a little bit more expensive than the Copenhagen Straight is.
How
right
much
now.
is the Coke Straight?
$1.69.
Yep, way more expensive. This is $2.72, something like that. So, like a full $1.
Well, we got 30 seconds left, so.
Yep, we're gonna wrap her up here.
Alright, so the Skoal Long Cut Classic. I don't want to say anything bad about it because it's actually pretty good, but I wouldn't get it just because you might as well just get Copenhagen, but it's still good
pretty
flavor.
much. And Grizzly Straight. Pick it up. It's pretty good.
Alright. Well, we'll see you YouTube.
Keep dipping, guys.